street fair. The art walk's a little different,
Right.
but they're all this.
Okay.
How many blocks long is it?
How many what? Oh, it goes up to 17.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole deal, the whole street.
Okay.
Good. Glad you. I haven't sent out the notification yet. If you want to be on our email list, I push it.
Yeah, good.
Is that a Saturday or a Sunday?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want my email now, or
What's that?
you want my email now, or?
Yeah. Just I'll write it down and I'll put it in later. Right now, just trying to get online.
See, I thought you'd be playing the djembe and the conga by now. Darren.
Oh, no.
We'll leave that
the
to
buddy.
leave the master to do that.
Well, you're welcome to give it a
Oh.
try.
You put notes on that conga that I just no. I'm like,
Well, it really adds a lot, and you can see the evolution of modern music when you
Right.
put the two drums together like that, because it's actually how rock and roll was invented. Put those two drums together. Okay, we're ready.
I'd like to see you play 3.
Well, I do something.
I know you could.
Like when I do this festival, well, I'll go out on Memorial Day to Kansas,
Right.
and I told them this time to provide me with a conga drum, and I'll bring one of my djembes, but whoops, I'm not going to. These congas are just too heavy.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing about congas is carrying them around. Get rid of those, like that.
Oh yeah.
Plus the stand. Stands, chair. Yeah.
It's a nice little drum too. I do prefer that.
Ready to rock.
So, this has evolved over the years, this type of drumming, and I always go back to my roots, in the rhythm and blues, because it's pretty much part of everybody's vocabulary already, and I didn't. I saw that it would be impossible to teach technique, Afro-Cuban or African technique, because most people don't have the time or the patience or the inclination, to like sit and study. The people that do that, they don't remember it. They'll be in a class with an African master. As soon as he leaves town, they don't remember anything. This is just not part of our vocabulary. So I said, okay, we'll just get on to the downbeat, and then I'll show you some licks, and you take off. So this low tone right in the middle of the drum, that's it. Full hand. I'm going to slow it down.
This one picks up.
Oh, yeah.
This one doesn't though, as much.
That was up off the ground because of the floor of the stand. This one is right on the floor.
It's picking it up anyway. Wow.
Some of them do that. Like when I'm doing the therapy drumming, some people can't play. So I just have them lay your hand on the drum head, and just feel the vibration. And that helps. That helps them. So you see, when I add the conga drum part, how the African and the Cuban mesh. I can get 2 congas in here. But this downbeat, I'm really nailing the downbeat, so everybody knows what it is. Yeah. Forgot to put that mic in front of you. Keep going. Welcome, powers of the East. Welcome, powers of the East. Welcome, powers of the South. Welcome, powers of the South. Circle Jordan. Outward bound down. Outward bound down. Outward bound down. Outward bound down. Protection. Surround. Protection. Surround. Protection. Surround. Protection. Surround. Sacred abide. Sacred abide. Sacred abide. Sacred abide. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Oh, Great Spirit, bless our endeavor. 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 Andy. Keep going. Okay, last one. Oh. So this is Kathy, and
Hi,
Jack, how are you?
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
so Jack came in, was it yesterday? Was it the day before yesterday? Yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And related that he had been in San Francisco during the golden era of San Francisco, the psychedelic renaissance of San Francisco. But he ran clubs. He was managing a lot of the clubs out there. Big band, jazz stuff, right?
Yeah, I worked for a nightclub from '53 up until the early '60s, and I opened a 600-seat theater restaurant in San Francisco. We opened with Bobby Darin in 1968. Yes, thank you very much.
So it's like, you know, witness.
Great times there. I was over the age hippie.
Well, that was what was great, you know. It's like,
Hanging around with all those kids.
yeah, all ages, you know.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, yeah,
That's great.
pretty great stuff. Now, what we were just doing, that's what I just generically call a 4-beat pattern, because you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the downbeats on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you can mess around with all the notes, but the general framework is based on a 4-beat pattern. And then the other one, there's only 2 in the whole universe, is a 3-beat pattern. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now, slow, medium, fast. The way I teach it, the principle is the same, slow, medium, or fast. You got a 4-beat or a 3-beat. So what's cool about the 3-beat pattern is that when you play it slow like that, it's like the blues. It's the old blues, Delta blues, old, Stormy Monday, all of that old stuff is based off that 3 pattern. It's a waltz too.
Right.
But then when you kick up the tempo on that 3-beat pattern, then it becomes swinging. It becomes a blues shuffle. And you hear the big band swing, And it's based off that triple, a triple, a triple, a triple, which is a 3. That's why I call it, they're all the 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I like to show people, because my preference is working with a horn section as a drummer. You can't beat it. Yeah, electric guitars are great. But when you got brass with you, man, there's no sound like it at all, right? Bones, trumpets, alto, tenor, Barry maybe, man, it's heaven. So it's like those swinging grooves, like Count Basie and all that stuff. Thank you. That swing, that up-tempo swing, which is unique to America. Now you can trace that rhythm back to Africa, and you can also trace that rhythm back to Ireland.
Yeah, it was a fun when you told me that yesterday.
Yeah, it's an Irish jig. Da, 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 da. And it's also what's that? The Bobby, Mac the Knife, And it's the blues. It's a million blues shuffle songs. And so that's when it made sense to me. That was like we're all connected. All humans got the same basic patterns in their system. So it's like when we do the 3, we'll start with a slow 3, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now, what I try to encourage people to do is use both hands, and because I'm using 2 drums here. Now, if you can get the downbeat on one hand, then the other hand, what happens to the brain is interesting. This is new science. You balance the brain hemispheres, the front cortexes. You get both hands going, and they do the identical pattern, back and forth like this. It's a little tricky at first, but you get it. Just go right in the middle. Just use both hands right in the middle. So you get the idea. That's all it is. It's just back and forth. But you see how the mind insists on trying to do two notes with your strong hand, or with your other hand, in order to land on the downbeat with your strong hand. So I use this rhythm to show people how our belief system, how our mind interferes with something really simple, like hitting a drum. So, and this rhythm is good for that, because this rhythm in indigenous cultures is a big trance rhythm. They're going to, like in Cuba, they'll play this for days and nights. And there's parts that go on top. But underneath, that's the foundation. So what I like about the concept of the downbeat, right, that's your downbeat, is like everybody gets lost. Everybody loses the downbeat. Because your mind gets distracted. It's trying to do stuff. And the mind doesn't understand it. So it's not a big deal. You get back on the next downbeat and you're good to go. So it's not a mistake. It could be good. You know? So I encourage people to go ahead and just let your hands play. And if the mind tries to control it, you'll notice you lose it. And so just let that go. You don't need the mind, because your body's doing this. This is your sense of rhythm. That's your body. The mind can't dance. Doesn't have any feet. But the body knows how to swing, knows how to play rhythm. So what we're doing is we're waking up what I call the body wisdom. It's old, ancient, older than the frontal cortex. Really back here, down here, right? So that's what we're waking up. And you know what that feels like. You've heard some of the best players in the world hit that groove. Right? And everybody gets up and dance right away. You gotta dance. And it's not here. What's it? Oh, the parrot right there. Come on in. Oh, how beautiful. Yeah, we're streaming online so you can see it in the little, bring it down a little bit. There you go. What a gorgeous, you told me before how old this one was. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. What's your name?
Happy birthday,
dear Craig. Happy birthday to you. Birds generally like this because we don't play aggressively. You know, it's pretty mellow. Intelligent bird. So beautiful, so beautiful. You're very welcome.
How long have you had her?
Wow.
Does she talk?
What a treat. Come on, let's hear you. Sing for us. Come on. She doesn't do that. Yeah, anytime. Now Saturday the 17th, we'll be on the sidewalk. That's a street fair. So come on by. Yeah.
Hi, Kramer.
So long, Kramer. wash away, wash away, wash away fear. 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 Wash away, wash away, wash away. Wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away,
wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain.
wash away,
Wash away,
wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away pain. Wash away, wash away, wash away illness. 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 wash away stress, wash away, wash away, 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 wash away stress. Bobby Darin live, man, that must have been a great.
He was a very nice guy.
Yeah.
I had met him before. My wife was a very sick back in the 60s, so she actually knew him before I did. I spent a little time with him. Very nice guy, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good voice, Bobby Darin.
What?
Great voice,
Yeah.
Bobby Darin.
And you know, just style. A lot of style. A lot of class.
He was a good friend of Robert Kennedy's, too. He got assassinated the first week we opened the club.
Oh, wow.
And Darin had a fit, and he
I
was
bet.
throwing stuff around when he
Yeah.
brand new wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
But he pretty much,
Yeah, I bet.
it was fortunate, you know. Then we rebounded, we had Tony Bennett came in next, and then Ray Charles.
Wow.
Did Ray have his whole big band? Because I saw him up there in San Francisco about that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had that huge band. It was
Right.
great. He had a white drummer. I forgot who it was. I mean, you know, they were great. They were great.
You were speaking about baritone saxes.
Yeah.
Harry Carney that played for Ellington.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know.
If you ever want to hear something, see if you can find it. It's called Sono, S-O-N-O, by Duke Ellington. Harry Carney plays the sweetest baritone sax you've ever heard. I thought he was the best sax player ever. Really, really good.
Baritone is one of my favorite instruments. You know,
Yeah, I love it. He could really play it.
takes a lot. It's a big instrument.
Yeah. Yeah.
carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Have my baby. I can't be singing them songs because we're on YouTube and they bust me. I sing old classics and their little robot comes on and says, "Oh, I can't do that. You don't have clearance." You know, oh, Do you have water? Do you need some water? You got
Yes,
water.
I gotta think.
That sounds good. That sounded good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting to bring in a shaker.
The Shakaré, yeah, we got to get some more. The good ones we only get from Ghana. The other ones are kind of hopeful.
Ones, yeah, they would. Sound real.
Yeah, we've tried several
They
different
sound
sources.
plasticky or something.
So you sold Garvin's almost
No.
personal
No.
Shakaré.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's the problem, it's a store. You gotta sell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I should've
So
just
he
bought it.
shakes the cash
Yeah.
in front of my nose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it.
You got room for it?
No.
The thing that I don't like is, I'll be using it to record with, because I'm constantly putting up CDs on iTunes, of healing these drum meditations with the affirmations, and it's a market. I mean, I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not putting up pop tunes, and I've found this niche with the healing meditation affirmations and stuff, and I got a steady revenue flow off that. Every month, it's like, not a lot, but it's like, it's like,
Ding, ding,
because what do you get, 0.002 cents per stream, but they buy, they download the album once in a while, and it's like, I get the demographics, which I enjoy, the analytics from all over the world. Like in the UK, for instance, I get more downloads of this particular album than I did with my sister on meditation, drumming, and spirit guides kind of stuff. She forced me to do it with her, and so I did a lot of good music on it. But it's constantly being downloaded in the UK. Go figure, yeah. And then Canada, Australia, and Germany, and Romania and Czechoslovakia. I was like, and so I'm huge. And of course, Kansas and Miami, But I'm no longer, somebody dissed me, because I post this on a whole bunch of sites. So the Paralounge Drumming Festival site, this is happening this weekend in northern Florida. This one girl dissed me. She says, I think, what did she say? She says, it's rude and obnoxious that you're posting on their private website. And I started that festival, 20 years ago in northern Florida on the swamp where they're drumming, And she's just a newcomer. She's a newbie to that. And she said I was obnoxious, It's like, that's nice about Facebook. You can just hit that button and that person disappears.
Does the comment
Yeah.
disappear?
You have to go in and save the comments, and then they disappear. you know. Because there was another woman that dissed me on the Coconut Grove closed website. And I said, how do I get rid of this? And somebody explained it to me. So it's a little.
How can they diss you with a soul beard? That's what I just don't get.
I know.
You know,
She's got some problems.
Alive.
get a life beyond the internet.
Yeah, I draw it alive. I mean, it like breaks my heart, but there's a part of me that actually is like, you know, when I played with Tim Buckley in 1972, and he'd been like on hiatus, and he had hits before that, years before that, but now he's coming back, 5-piece band, like kicking butt. And it was like I was coming with this Afro-Cuban thing on the kit, R&B, Afro-Cuban, and we were really cooking. And so he got to open up and vocalize and improvise with his voice. He had this great voice. At the boarding house, San Francisco, first gig we had. And everyone was expecting the old folky, you know, and somebody yells, "Sell out," you know, and the place was packed. And he goes, huh? I couldn't believe it. You know, a couple of these old hard-ass, you know, old-school revolutionaries from the 60s, calling him a sellout. And it really hurt, you know, because, like, you know, he's working, man. He's dripping wet, you know, and he's working hard, and so he's a sellout. He's a punk. You know? But the boarding house was a great room.
Yeah, it was. That's, I told you, that's where we had our club. But I think the boarding house, we were there in '58.
Wow.
And because I was working for this guy, he had a club, Fox in San Francisco, on Market Street. Then he moved up to Bush Street.
Yeah.
And from '58 to about '62, and then there's '61. Then he went over to Powell Street. Each place he got was a bigger place. And then the boarding house went in right after that. And then after that, it became Coast Recorders, a recording studio.
Oh, because it was a great room. It was a stage. It was a theater.
Right.
It was a nice room. Nice room. Okay, now we're going to do a swing. Shark bite.
We're going to sacrifice a virgin.
What?
And when are we gonna sacrifice a virgin?
Oh yeah, we got to. Okay. Now, if I was playing a drum set and the piano player wanted me to play the right beat, he'd just say, "Give me boom chat, boom chat, boom chat, boom chat, boom chat." And then in between, that's that 3 notes, the triplet. Yeah. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is. So it's actually what we did earlier with the 3-beat. It's just a lot faster. Going down to New Orleans, gonna see my baby there. Going down to New Orleans, gonna see my baby there. Going down to New Orleans, gonna see my baby that's that blues shuffle. We used to do like Roadhouse Blues to that one, you know. Just right in the pocket.
And
That's we have to pass on doing the hit songs, you know. 'Cause YouTube's got their little robot cruising out there. We'll do the chicken head. Clive is adopted wholeheartedly.
the chicken head.
The chicken head rhythm from Cuba. The Santeria rhythm that I used to hear down off of Calle Ocho in Coconut Grove in Miami back in 1969. You know, back when the Anglos were not allowed to go into the sacred drumming events. Yeah. They put a gun to my face. Yeah. Call me a goddamn hippie, you know. And I think he pulled the trigger, but it didn't go off. I don't know, but you know, it was just one of those. You know, it was a .45. Crazy. Cubans are crazy. American Cubans. Sweet, great music, good food, beautiful people.
Yeah, food is good.
Yeah.
Probably did pull the trigger and didn't have bullets in it. He just
Probably.
put it
I didn't hear the
in.
clip. Charlie was with me. He jumped behind me. We're standing on the street corner, Coyote, and my battery went dead in my car. And it's like, we had gone to see a woman card, you know, a seer, you know, like she's fortune teller with cards.
Oh.
She used a regular bicycle deck of cards. And she laid them out, and she, you know, there's 4 or 5 of us, 2 school teachers, 2 women that said, we got to go, so we went along, and I drove. There you go. It's exactly what your card trick.
I do.
Card trick.
Close up sleight of hand.
Cool. Oh, I'd love to see some of it. I
Down
love
in the
that
Magic Castle.
stuff. So Joy, she was a card reader. She read me like a book. And so when we got up and left, my battery was dead. And it was like in the Cuban neighborhood, it was like they didn't like white people there at all. So you get in my car, turn my headlights on, because the sun was up when I got there. Because it's all that magic, you know, that Caribbean voodoo stuff. So, so we walked up to Coyote. It was like 2 blocks away, 4 of us. We're all like hippies, you know. We're standing on the street corner. I can hear them, man. I can hear the drums. And this guy comes, you know, it's like, let's go over there. You know, we go over there, and the guy pulls up in GTO, an old Rust-Oleum colored GTO, and sticks the gun on the passenger window. It's like right in my face. You know, you got that. And right before that, Charlie, he's a sax player with Hall & Oates right now. Back then, you know, he had long blonde hair, skinny as a rope. And he was standing on the corner just before that. He says, you know what? I don't feel safe here. I said, it's okay, Charlie. You know? And boom, there was the car. I was like, the guy was like, and Charlie was quick. He jumps behind me, you know. I went, thanks, man. And then he took off, you know, and I went, and it took me about 15 minutes for my knees to like start to go to rubber.
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah. So we got jumper cables. One of the girls, the straightest looking girl, she went over to the gas station because all the gas stations wouldn't give us jumper cables.
Really?
Yeah, all 4 gas stations. You know, no way, hippie. You know, and it was like, oh yeah, right. So she did. She looked straight. You know, so she went over and got.
She's a girl.
We went down, we jumped, and we got the heck out of there.
Probably thought you were supporting Castro or something. I mean, you know, just-
Yeah, they call us commies, you know, and that was the neighborhood where CIA recruits everybody. There were posters, billboards. The only place in the United States that would you see billboards advertising to join CIA.
Really?
Yeah, because those cats were tough, and they were totally like American. You know, it's like patriotic and long hairs. They just hated long hairs. Worse than construction workers. You remember that era. So I was trying to get the rhythms, because the rhythms were, and my band plays jazz as well as R&B and psychedelic and everything else, and I wanted to get into those rhythms and use the conjuring rhythms. So our keyboard player, he was from India, and a jazz player, played with Ron Carter and everybody in Harlem. We grew up. You know. So I said, you go down and you get those rhythms. I want to learn those. They won't let me in, but they'll let you in. And he did. He went down there, he came back and showed me the stuff. So it's like, so it's based off this, triple. So all these years later, right? The Cuban, the mystical drumming group from Cuba called Los Muñequitos de Matanzas. They've been together since 1953. They showed up and they played here in L.A. And so, of course, we went to see them. Sure enough, man, those guys came out of, they didn't like me being there. Kathy was fine, but they didn't like me. I was like, there was only one other white guy there. And I knew him. You know? And so it's like, I went to the drum clinic. Sure enough, man, they came out of the wood, they came over and says, you out. I says, I'm here for the drum. And they wanted to kill me right there. The voodoo queen, she had, you know, she had tattoos all over her chest. Real, you know, like magical, those, you know, those voodoo tattoos. She was kind of scary, but I said, you know what? You don't scare me. Because I grew up in Miami. I know the real deal. You know, yeah, you look good, but that ticked her off even more. Now, what I got out of it was, because the three drummers were playing all the different parts, because it takes three drummers to do the parts. The Santeria, really, you know. So it's like, the first part, the beginning part, the young drummer, they play this. And they use what they call a bata drums. Or like these, only there's a drum head on each end. And they play it sideways. So they have two heads. And so when they play something like this, it sounds like this. So it's just,
How do I do that?
it's just a,
With a little one, or
yeah,
we'll try it tonight? Might work, might not.
sure it'll work. It's just back and forth. Yeah. Now if we were simplify it, it becomes that slow blues shuffle. And we always use a downbeat to, you know, hold it all together. You need to stand?
Huh? Oh, is that what the,
Yeah.
I thought something was happening
Herbal medicine
in the alley.
in the alley.
What's that?
Herbal medicine in the alley.
Herbal medicine?
It's somebody smoking pot.
Oh,
I thought they were
that's
barbecuing.
that's it.
Oh, yeah. Probably out on the street.
There you go. That's it. Aye. Universe, bring this to us. 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 More loving, 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 bring this to us.
more trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. More trust. Bring this to us. Oh yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, More understanding, bring this to us. 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 Oh yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah,
This is quite a nice
Nice little drum. I like this drum.
I had to swap over to that. My hand just on the angle started really. It was just the wrong angle for this.
Yeah.
It just got me through here.
Yeah, right away.
That's my mouse hand as well.
Right.
That's what did it.
Oh, you're
Yeah, no, seriously, I'm spending way too much time. Okay.
Now you found it. You found your other instrument.
Yeah.
Well, we can try different stands. Some of the.
Yeah.
Now, okay, that one. Yeah, you were playing
This-
that.
Just
At a funny
it's,
angle.
it's almost coming back on me.
Right.
So it almost needs to be.
Okay, well, let's just one size fits all.
I think this could be the secret weapon for the 17th.
That's right.
It's drummer's ball.
For your hands. Don't need too much. It's just.
It's good for
Oh, yeah,
arthritis.
It's got a lot of really good healing stuff in it. It's really good for arthritis, joint pain.
Got enough?
Good stuff.
Yeah, it smells
That's
great.
lemon myrtle.
Huh?
Ah, soap. That's what I had to bring you.
Oh, right, you're so,
Mhm.
he's got an olive orchard in Kangaroo Valley, in Australia. Oh,
Okay.
and he's just harvested his.
I have.
His
Mhm.
orchard.
Olive
My
oil
first good
soap.
crop. First good
Yeah,
crop.
what kind of olive?
Calamatas for the
Oh,
table,
really?
and
Nice.
and Lachino and Frantoia for my oil.
So he's.
So it's-
Birds have really shiny feathers,
Yeah.
that's really good coat.
So the seriously, the birds that attack the olives when they're ripe, are the same colour as this big parrot.
Oh,
But they're
really?
little parrots, yeah,
That
they're
that
rainbow
multicolored?
lorikeets. hmm
Oh my god.
I used to think
The
they were
long
beautiful
tails?
birds. Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
So they start messing with your stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess the
Gracious.
flamingos are pink because they eat all the shrimp.
yep. Mhm.
Seriously.
So they'll be olive,
Otherwise,
olive
they're
colour.
white. Otherwise, they're kind of white.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's news, I didn't realize.
Oh, yeah,
that.
that's why they,
Flamingo bisque.
yeah.
So I,
Seriously.
yeah.
Oh, you just stand for that now. Oh, created a monster.
No.
You good?
Oh, no, I will.
Yes, equipping a monster.
Equipping them.
What's that? You gotta go, what time is it? Is it about?
29.
Oh, okay, we ran over. Okay. We're gonna do a closing here, but, yeah, we'll do that closing, then you can go, it grounds the energy, you know, Thank you, powers of the East. 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 Thank you, powers of the South. 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 Thank you, powers of the West. You did it. You survived.
Yay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming in.
Sage man. Did you turn it this high? This is how it came in.
It's just the weather does.
Change.
It's really lifted. Sounds almost like a
Come back.
yeah. Almost got a bass.
There you go. That's the note there. Got it. Found it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful too.
It's a nice hair.
So that's it, the foundation for the healing drums that I'm teaching, that note. If the person can find that note, then that vibration comes up to their body. And these drums were designed traditionally for that kind of healing effect.
All right.
So that those low frequencies, same resonating frequencies as torso.
Your next thing.
So it's
I think that could be.
harmonic resonance. And so when you get
Got a
that
nice head.
steady groove, that downbeat,
This is the only one you've got. It
coming up through the
size,
body.
isn't it?
Right now, yeah, I think so. It's at about 16 inches high. That sounds like a djembe.
That's true. That's true. Pretty much every rock and it wakes up what I call the body wisdom, because I really don't have the words for it. But it's your common sense. You know, it's like the integration. It's a psychological integration.
This is really
I've witnessed this now for 25 years. And when people could settle into that
so
groove,
high.
they feel better. They get better.
Really sounds
And it's
nice.
like, yeah, we know now that it fights
Yeah.
cancer.
This is
You know,
from
the T cell
Bali.
count goes way up when you
Made
do
in
that.
Bali, yeah.
You've done the blood work on it. But it also shuts down the adrenaline, the blood pressure comes down, the endorphins become active,
It's
so
mahogany,
you
isn't
feel good, you know. But there's also this brain hemisphere stuff
It's a rainforest.
that
Probably a
creates a
rainforest,
sense of
Timbo.
well-being,
Yeah.
and the subconscious
Well, they have-
opens up and becomes
They
active,
have like
and
30
it
different kinds
processes
of wood.
Yeah.
psychology
Yeah.
issues
Oh,
the person
then
has.
you
got
have
this.
So
your
when you're
gift.
hitting the drum,
I'll
the
probably
first time, we can actually
cut
slow
this
down enough
down.
and that's call.
Okay.
While we
we make this into several cars. I mean, you only have to.
And it's
You wanna
talking
just-
We don't want to
just
carry
do it
that
like
much.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want
That's
to-
the down.
Okay.
You want me to cut it, or?
I'll cut it for you.
You just get back up
That's
and
cool.
you keep that, and you work through it. So the
Otherwise,
system
it's a lot
says,
to carry.
Yeah.
yeah. So when you do this, your mind starts to process. It talks about, oh, I remember when this happened and that happened, and you just drum right through it, and it changes the emotional charge on it, and it's not as debilitating.
You like this one?
So the person becomes
Great.
more present, more here.
Is that okay?
Go up the back to the.
Yeah, that's perfect. And next time, I'll just,
Can you
Thank
get
you,
out to the
Clyde.
back?
next time I'll have to use that. See, I think I have one on the other one, right? So you're.
Oh,
Someone's burning.
all right.
Right, so
Yeah.
the next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Yeah, you're very welcome.
It was skunky. Likewise.
All right, nice to meet you. Thank you. See you next time.
Right.
Oh,
You living down here now, or are you still up
What?
there?
Oh, no, I live in
Dad,
Westwood.
could you write Jack's email on that fire that you were just ripping up? Oh, anyway, just right here.
That's the other side.
Yeah, I got, they do a good job on that side.
Yeah.
I think that's their best drum, that size. The little one. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played the big
Thank
ones.
you. So nice to meet you.
Which is the,
There's one size larger that I like too.
are they both the same wood? Just different style?
Yeah, I think so. I think they just stand. But they sound different.
Yeah.
I like the blonde. I tend to like the light colored ones.
Yeah.
The sound, I don't think it's different wood.
I was saying to Kathy, I think it's probably mahogany.
Probably like mahogany.
Mahogany.
That's not heavy enough. Mahogany's pretty heavy. But you're probably right.
Well, it's something like, because this one, I bought mahogany. Was it mahogany? It was like antique furniture that had been reproduced and they used Indonesian rainforest.
You're probably right.
Could be.
Probably.